Loose covers really can bring a totally new look to your furniture in so many cases. But there are some items where loose covers aren't the answer. Supposing you've got some treasured pieces of furniture like a comfortable recliner or this lovely old sofa with a deep buttoned back. It does look a bit worse for wear, doesn't it? The fabric is worn and faded, there are quite a few scuffs and marks here and there, and it's more than likely the frame needs some attention as well. With this type of furniture, loose covers, however good, just can't reproduce all the original features and detailing. So if you don't want to replace furniture that you really like, that fits your room and lifestyle and often has great sentimental value, what can you do? The solution is to have them professionally reupholstered. However, it's not easy finding a local upholsterer whose work you can be sure of. Well, Plumbs have the answer. They offer a fantastic reupholstery service that completely overhauls your favourite pieces of furniture and restores them to their former glory. In fact, Plumbs Reupholstery will transform this into this. Not only does it look like new, but the reupholstery service preserves every detail of your original furniture, so you can start enjoying it all over again. And because it's a service offered by Plumbs, you're assured that all reupholstery work carries their famous 3-year guarantee of quality and excellent customer service.
You see something old and worn come in, you work on it with your hands, and what goes out is a beautiful new piece of furniture. And to top it all off, when you go to people's houses, you deliver it back to them and they can't believe what they've got. It's a new chair. That's what you get told. It's a new piece of furniture, it's a new suite, and that's exactly what it is. And that's nice.
Creating this sort of transformation requires skill and dedication, something that Plumbs upholsterers have in abundance, as I found out when I spoke to Mick from the upholstery unit in Preston. How long have you been an upholsterer?
Well, I started when I was 16 and I've been doing it ever since, so that's 37 years. It's not a job, it's a hobby as well. You know, most upholsterers, it's a passion really. You know, you go home, you think, job well done today. You know, yeah, it's good.
What's the most difficult or interesting thing you've done?
Interesting job. It was a little button spoon back chair, and it came in, it was in a terrible state. And I stripped it down, I knocked the frame completely to pieces, re-glued it and reupholstered it, and they were amazed.
Why is it important to preserve old furniture?
You know, it's a throwaway society these days, and you know, you get some pieces of furniture that they are in a bad state, but yes, they are worth doing. It's sometimes an heirloom, you know, and they like to keep hold of it. You know, we all have a piece of furniture at home that belonged to somebody, you know, grandparent or mother. Because it's in a bad state, it doesn't mean that it should be chucked away. You know, we can make it lovely again. A lot of the furniture these days is really, really big. You know, and some people can't fit it in their house and they think, oh, I'll have my suite done up, you know. And it's if it's a good frame, it's worth doing. Because you're looking at it as it is now, and you perhaps should look at it what it could be like, you know, with sort of fresh new fabric on and new forms and new cushions.
Mick Delaney there, one of Plumbs' highly skilled reupholsterers. Now, let's see what happened when Plumbs customer Lorraine Stanton decided she wanted to reupholster her 3-piece suite. Lorraine bought her 3-piece suite about 5 years ago. Unfortunately, family life has left it looking pretty sorry for itself. The cushions are lifeless and there are bits here and there that certainly need repairing. Lorraine didn't want to replace the suite because it was still comfortable, well made, and she liked the style. When the Plumbs home consultant called round, all the options were explained and discussed, and Lorraine was given the advice that helped her decide on the reupholstery service. After a long look through the new fabric ranges, Lorraine decided on Titian Damask, which is part of the stunning Palazzo collection. Lorraine also wanted matching curtains and was delighted to find a fabric with a colour-matching coordinating stripe. While she was at it, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get the footstools and window seat reupholstered too. The home consultant made a careful note of all the relevant details and arranged to have the furniture collected and delivered to the Plumbs Reupholstery workshop. When your furniture is taken away, Plumbs always make sure it's thoroughly protected for the journey. They also send a piece of fabric from the actual roll to be used, so customers like Lorraine can be sure of their choice. Let's follow one of Lorraine's chairs as it gets the Plumbs Reupholstery treatment. In this case, the chair is stripped right down to its wooden frame. This isn't always necessary when it's obvious the frame is in very good condition. Any damaged springs are carefully repaired or replaced. If there are any cracks in the frame, these get professionally repaired as well. Some of the casters are broken, so a new set is fitted to replace them. The frame is then covered in a hard-wearing Hessian cloth, and areas like the arms are gradually built up with heavy-duty padding to support the final shape. There's lots more information about the reupholstery process and real customer stories at www.plumbsreupholstery.co.uk. Cutting and fitting the fabric requires great skill, a careful touch and an eye for detail. The back, then the base and arms are completed, and finally, after many hours' work, the reupholstery is complete. The seat cushions are replaced with new ones at no extra cost. It's all part of the reupholstery service. The furniture has undergone a complete renovation process by skilled craftsmen following traditional methods. It's retained all of its character and is in all respects as good as new. Finally, everything is given a thorough check before being carefully packed and delivered back to Lorraine. And here it all is, taking pride of place in Lorraine's room. What an amazing transformation. You'd be hard pushed to tell that that isn't actually a brand new piece of furniture. And that's the beauty of the Plumbs Reupholstery service. What was a tired old sofa is now a fantastic focal point for the whole room. And it'll be every bit as comfortable for Lorraine and her family for many, many years to come.
I was absolutely delighted. Couldn't believe the change in the room. Unbelievable. Absolutely wonderful. It was so easy going through the process. The representative came round, she brought some fantastic swatches, and she was fantastic with my colour choices, and I didn't know what to choose, and she helped me decide on the right option for this room. I was delighted with the first phone call to get someone to come here to the finished product. The bit in the middle was delightful, and I absolutely loved the whole thing. I didn't have to worry about a thing. Plumbs dealt with it beautifully.